Welcome to Beyond the Riverwalk, the local podcast that brings San Antonio's most remarkable people, places, and events directly to you. All links discussed will be in the show notes, so sit back, relax, and join Kevin and Melissa Barron as they ask the questions that you would. Now, let's get the conversation started.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to Beyond the Riverwalk. And joining me is my wife, Melissa.
Hello.
And this is our first episode together in a while because we've just not had episodes for a while with everything happening. But we're really, really happy to be back. And today joining us is some folks that we've talked to in the past. They represent BarbacoApparel, and it's Matt and Catherine. And I think y'all are there, right?
We are here.
Hey.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Well, thanks for doing this again. We had so much fun with y'all last time, and we were just talking recently about getting the show back on the road, as well as just talking to folks in the community about how they've been adapting to all the stuff that's going on. Today is we're recording this on Saturday, May the 2nd. Of 2020, and there's just, there's so much going on in the last few months. We wanted to put some positive stuff out there, and share what you guys have happening, because y'all are always fun. You've got some great stuff that you've created, and you're helping the community in I know a lot of different ways. So that's kind of the idea behind it. So we'll kind of turn it over to y'all. So tell us, I guess, since we've had the last episode that we've talked about, it's been a while. What's changed? What are you guys doing nowadays? And tell everybody that hadn't heard the first one, I guess, what you are and what you do.
Yeah. So,
Go ahead. Sorry.
And, and I'm one of the co-owners of BarbacoApparel. So we're a San Antonio-based apparel company, focusing on hyper-local, designs and trying to really celebrate San Antonio and the unique culture that we have as a city.
I'm Catherine. I'm his sister, and also one of the co-owners of BarbacoApparel. And we have been working on it actually in quarantine.
Yeah. So there's a
business. My wife is sorry. My wife does all the design work, and then Richard is our other business partner. So there's four of us total. So like recently during the quarantine, we've been trying to work hard to get face covers out, and we just launched them this week. And they're all handmade right now. They're being handmade by my mom, but we bought a few different sewing machines, and so she's been teaching us how to sew. So it's been a little bit of an adventure. Wow.
Yeah, that's got to be fun. A new skill while we're all staring at walls for the most part, I guess.
Yeah.
But from when I looked at the website, it looks like they're all sold out already. So you guys are doing some popular stuff as usual. So how is that going? What's the plan? Are y'all got more in production or what?
Yeah, it's been growing pretty good. So the face coverings that we came out with initially were actually leftover material that we right before, not right before, but late last year we launched some scrunchies, and we had bought a bunch of different materials for the scrunchies, and so we kind of reused that leftover material to do the face coverings. But right now, Nita and I are working on some of our own custom designs that we're going to be hopefully having on the website in the coming weeks.
Yeah, but it took us a minute to to lean into this. It's not like we were like, hey, we should do face coverings. That's not what happened. It just it took us a minute, because we didn't know what to do. Everything happened. It felt like so quickly, and a lot of our business is based on events and being out in the public, and that's where we do. Just the bulk of what we do is being in our city. And so, in the beginning, it felt weird. There was a lot of back and forth, like, should we do it? Should we not do it? I don't know. It feels gross. It feels weird. I don't know. Like, maybe we should just donate a bunch, which we did end up doing some community stuff. But you don't know what to do until, and then we were like, okay, I think it's time that we can do this now. So.
Yeah, because early on, we've got.
I think we need to think for ourselves.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I think part of the push for us to go ahead and start making them and selling them was that we needed them for ourselves. Just kind of getting out there doing whatever we're doing outside the house.
And people started asking for them. I think if people hadn't really been asking for them, we probably wouldn't have pivoted in that direction. But I think people want something that they can express themselves, just like with the graphic tee, through a face covering. So.
Yeah, and was it to say earlier on in all these events, we had some friends that were making stuff and decorating things, decorating these face masks themselves and doing an amazing job. But like you said early on, it's sort of like, oh, we really going to need all this stuff? Is this, is this too much, in terms of where this is going? And, obviously things change over time, and you can see that doing something like this, at least in the short term, is going to be really of interest to a lot of folks. Hopefully not forever, but at least in the short term. And y'all are doing it just as creatively as you have in the past. And then you come up with all your own stuff. And one thing I guess I didn't ask in the past, the last time we talked, was how are all these things getting made? Are you guys doing these yourselves, in terms of, like you mentioned, ordering fabric? So do you order the fabric and print it yourself, or is it printed ahead of time? How do you do your design stuff?
Yeah, so we were actually about 1 week away from launching our screen printing side of the business when everything kind of happened. And so I converted our garage into a little, a small screen printing, setup studio or whatever. So so I'm doing all the silk screening for the business right now. So Gia's doing the design work, and then we're just using blank t-shirts, and so I'm silk screening on the blank t-shirts, and then we're cutting them up into the templates we need for the face covers.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, that's probably easier to get going than this big old bolts of fabric kind of printing stuff. But the other question I had, I'm hogging this again because Melissa is like, I don't know, she's researching still. She's looking at your website.
Facebook page.
Or on the Facebook page. But one of the other questions I had was, like you mentioned, y'all have done, I remember from our conversation, you've done a lot of events, and that was one of the main ways that you got your products out there and the designs out there. How is the online sales thing, apart from the face coverings? How's the online sales stuff going nowadays with your new things? And what have you put up, I guess, since the last time we talked, which was last
amazing.
year?
So we've had a few new T-shirts come out since the new year. Now that we're doing our own screen printing, it's been helpful because we've been able to produce a lot more than we did before. But over the last few months, we've had a really big a lot of support from the community. And so our online sales have been really good, and we've been able to actually donate about 20% of our online sales for March and then for April to the food bank. So it's been really great.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's really good. I mean, that's one of the things I didn't realize. And I guess just, everybody lives their own lives and you don't really notice everything going on around you sometimes. But being home more, I'm working from home for my job right now. And being home more, you pay attention to more what's going on in the media and online. And there's such a need. The San Antonio Food Bank has done such an amazing job, and it's getting so much support now, which I'm sure it did before, but not as visibly maybe. So that's cool. That's great that y'all are doing that. And that you're out there, supporting something that's such a big need. And it's such a fundamental thing for people, right? They got to be able to eat, and they got to be safe. And, it's just it's necessary, So, in terms of the design stuff that y'all have going on nowadays, to me, the creative piece of this is always the most fun or the most interesting. How are y'all doing? Are you still coming up with things yourselves? Or are y'all, I don't know, just building off of what you've had in the past? What's the process like nowadays? Because y'all have grown since the last time we talked.
It's basically the same. I mean, we've always done weekly creative meetings, and we're still doing it. We're just doing it from our different homes. And I quarantined with the kids, so my kids are now part of the creative process.
There you go.
But other than that, everything's basically the same. Yeah. But I mean, we always have always come together as a team, and it's real important to us that we be original and ahead of what anyone else is doing. So we really have been trying to be as creative as possible because we got nothing but time.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and when I was thinking, I'm looking at your site now with the T-shirts that are out there, and there's one that I love it's antisocial with the armadillo. That's pretty much me.
That's an armadillo?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like an armadillo. But anyway, the whole idea
I have
that
bad eyes. I'm sorry.
Well, you're also sitting kind of sideways.
Yeah, I'm sitting sideways.
But the other thing was with Fiesta getting pushed, right? I'm sure with all the events going with Fiesta, this would have been a really busy time with event sales and things. So what are y'all, now that you have more time to gear up for the first time, I guess, ever fall Fiesta, what are y'all planning for that? What's going on in anticipation down the road?
Yeah, well, we had actually we just got in our Fiesta medals a couple of weeks ago. So we have a new T-shirt that we're going to be coming out with once we announce the Fiesta medal. But we're kind of still like debating on whether or not when exactly to do the release, especially since Fiesta's hopefully going to happen in the fall. But yeah, and then we also have some new jewelry that we came out with that we were going to do along with the Fiesta medals. We have quite a few new things that we haven't actually released yet. That it kind of just got put on the back burner. But yeah, we're definitely going to be doing some new T-shirt designs, especially for the summer coming up soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, even ahead of Fiesta. That's good. I'm looking at the jewelry stuff that you've got out there now. I remember seeing the extra spicy, the enamels earrings. Those. Yeah, Melissa's got those. The piggy bank ones I remember seeing. I don't remember if I've seen the Tower of the America things, though.
Oh, yeah.
Were those there before? Yeah. Okay. I don't remember.
Those are newer.
Yeah, I think they have to be because I don't remember as much. But I mean, one of the things I've got my little laptop that we're using to help record this. I've got several of yours on there. I love the chorizo dog.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorites. But yeah, you got the shirts out there too. But it's really, I think it's cool that y'all have this opportunity to do some planning ahead. I think that's the other thing is that a lot of us, while we have a different change of lifestyle right about now, it gives you time to kind of regroup, to plan a little bit without as much interruption, and to figure out where you want to take, like us with the podcast, what do you want to do next? And you guys with the business, what do you want to do next? And how do you see it growing? And even a chance, I guess, in y'all's chance, maybe even to build up a little bit of inventory that you're going to need, down the road. But it's a pretty neat process. I was curious, how the online was going, because I know, at least from our family standpoint, we're buying a whole lot of stuff online nowadays, and from food to supplies and stuff for the show and whatever else. And it's just a different world. I don't know if I'll ever go into a grocery store again, because I will. It's so easy now. Yeah.
Kevin's been doing all the shopping for us, and it's kind of taking, Yeah,
it's so much easier to do it online.
It is easy for him to do it online, but I miss walking the aisles.
I don't know how you say that. I'm
sorry. I just do.
I was walking the aisles at the groceries is fun, I guess. I don't know.
Exercise.
Yeah, maybe so.
Well, do you guys have kids?
We have one daughter.
You have kids?
Yeah, one daughter.
She's an adult.
Oh, okay, because it's kind of a vacation, right? To go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. For me, I'm like, I'll go. I'm down.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
But we've been doing grocery delivery too. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
No, we've been doing grocery delivery too. The only thing is that sometimes they substitute weird. And I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The other day I ordered chamoy because we were going to do like elote cups, and they gave me barbecue sauce.
Gee.
Okay, well, we'll try it, I guess. Yeah.
It's new recipes courtesy of whoever.
Yeah.
Ours is Amazon Fresh is the people that we've been using. And so who knows? They're coming up with different ideas for us. I don't know. I was looking. Yeah, I'm looking at your at the Fiesta medals from last year. So you've got the Dancing Devil medal. You've got the I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but the Cascaron, and then Siesta, Fiesta till the final Siesta. Oh man, That one's from 2018. So you haven't introduced the new one yet. Or you have one design or you have two like last year?
We went with just one this year.
Okay.
And it's we haven't I don't know, we have announced it, I think, on our social media. It's a Borracho bean, and it's a little beer bottle.
It's on your shop.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it yet.
Yeah.
It's on their website. It's on their website.
The design is cool. I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen the design before. That's I liked.
That I would love that on a shirt.
We're going to be doing later.
Yay, because I want a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, and I could just burn the screen.
That works.
But because you were saying it's not announced yet, but I saw it on the shop.
We have been... we've had that one in the wings for probably like 5 years or something, and we kept saying that we were going to do it. Yeah, and then finally it came about. It's perfect timing for quarantine, I think.
Yes,
it just reflects everything that everyone's feeling.
That's about right, huh?
Yes.
There was a meme I saw online yesterday or today. I don't remember what it was. That went from, it's like it had a cup of coffee and an arrow, and then I think it was a can or a bottle of beer. And it's sort of like, okay, I wake up with the coffee, and end of the day, this is all we're doing is eating and drinking. And at least for us, and watching YouTube, you know, I mean, it's not a whole lot.
Hey, now you're still working Monday through Friday.
Well, I'm talking about after work. Yeah. I'm working more than I'm working now from home more than I have. It seems like regular work hours. Because when things happen, you just have an opportunity to take care of them right away. So I ended up putting in 8, 9, 10, 11-hour days over the last 4 or 5 weeks. Yeah. But I'm sure that's not unique. I'm sure a lot of folks are seeing the same thing. Well, in terms of the folks that y'all know that either do similar things or just out there in the small business community, how do you think folks are doing, and how are you guys doing in terms of the whole time frame of people not being able to get out and do stuff? And y'all doing okay with that? And how are other small businesses you work with doing?
I think that people that are able to pivot and adapt are doing better. I think that people who are businesses who rely heavily and are having a hard time maybe changing their state of mind are having a harder time. Or maybe think this is very temporary and aren't doing much to change their plan.
Yeah.
We don't know how long this is going to last or what the future looks like. And so for all of us, and this BarbacoApparel is not our only means of income, but we've all been hit in other ways from our other income. And so we're lucky to have each other and to be a little family and to be able to come together and figure out ways that we can keep going. It's always been one of our strengths, is that we're a family and that we can rely on each other. And I think it's harder for maybe people that either do it alone or have a hard time adapting or pivoting to the new normal.
Yeah.
Or who are relying on
yeah.
Well, one of the things I know...
And I think it's going to be a matter of time. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think it's going to be a little bit of time before we really know who's going to make it and who's not. And that's the part that's heartbreaking. So many of our friends rely on events. Yeah. And because they're hyper local.
Yeah.
And the online sales are not as strong. So we just hope that they can weather the storm and come through okay.
Yeah. And I mean, us personally, I know that we're all trying to order from local businesses as much as we can, especially with food and stuff, just to kind of help out in any way that we can. But I mean, it just really is going to depend on how long this lasts.
Yeah, and I think, it definitely presents some opportunities.
I think a blessing for something that, I think for us, like something that's good that came out of it. There have been so many times when we have wanted to do something big and then stopped ourselves, like maybe opening a brick and mortar or something else bigger than what we are, and for some reason didn't pull the trigger. And I think that right now we're feeling like, okay, us being slow pokes probably was okay for now because we don't have as much at risk, I think, as other people.
Right. Being more online based, and even though you rely more on events and those aren't happening, you still have that online presence and people are still able to order online.
Right.
Yeah. And what you do is very visual, right? It's very visual. It's very appealing. It's something that people can take. I think anyway, what I'm hoping is that for things that like what you guys do and even for our little podcast, it's just a hobby for us, but hopefully people will focus in a little bit more on the community, on the city and what it means to to us to be residents here and to be part of the community. And maybe that'll get people looking more toward, like you said, toward small businesses, toward things that are geared toward the culture here that makes it so unique. And maybe that's a long term, maybe that's a really good thing. I mean, I think it is generally, but if it grows even more, I think that would be even better.
Yeah.
Right.
It makes everybody stronger over time.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I didn't mean to bring everybody down, but I wanted to ask because you guys are, you kind of have your ear to the ground on what you're doing, and you're actually trying to make it happen, and it sounds like doing a good job. So now I'm looking at your sale page. Melissa's gonna have to stop me from ordering things.
Well, no, I like the Amore sticker. Any chance of that turning into a T-shirt?
Oh, the Amore sticker.
Oh, into a shirt?
We haven't talked about doing that as a shirt.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Because I like hearts, and that's cute. I like it. I don't have anything to put stickers on where people would see me out and about, so I can say, "Where'd you get that sticker?" No, where'd you get that shirt?
Well, I'm gonna get one of the armadillo ones. That's for sure.
Well, it suits you.
Yeah, the armadillo suits me, I guess. And it's purple. I like the colors. They do a good job. So anyway, well, where can people find you guys? What are they? What can they look for between now and I guess the summer when you're releasing other stuff, and then in for Fiesta, what should people do to find you and connect with you?
Yeah, so you can go to BarbacoApparel.com, and you can find all of our new stuff there. You can follow us at BarbacoApparel on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. And over the next coming months, we're going to be releasing some new shirts. We're working on a Mother's Day gift box.
Ooh.
I know Mother's Day is already next weekend. So, so we should be announcing that in the next few days. We're just going to be trying to come out with new products and hopefully we can keep things rolling.
I had one quick question. Do you ever take ideas from the public?
Sure.
Like somebody will, a friend of you will come up to you and say, "Hey, what about, this kind of thing?" And the more you hear about it and you go, "Okay, we'll think about it."
We get a lot of ideas from the public.
Okay.
Yeah, we get a constant stream of ideas from the public. I get ideas from distant family members, from strangers at the grocery store. We get from everybody. We get ideas, and if they're good ones, definitely.
Yeah.
We take them and brainstorm on them, and if they're not, we politely smile and say thank you.
There you go. Yeah.
We'll put that in the bucket.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. We'll consider
We'll
that.
save that one for a rainy day.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Cool. That's cool.
But people have so many. The great thing about BarbacoApparel is that it really brings up so many feelings of warmth and joy for people that they just want to do more of that with us, and we love that. So we welcome all community feedback. We love it.
Well,
That's
we have
great.
I know that the periodic table, some of the taco ideas that we've gotten repeatedly ended up on the periodic table. The periodic table of tacos that we have.
Yes.
So we do incorporate them from time to time.
Well, when I think about stuff that represents the city, and does it really well, I definitely think of you guys. And that's why y'all are some of the first folks we wanted to touch base with to see how you were doing, see what's going on new. And if we can help spread the word about what you got going on, we're always happy to do that. So thanks for taking the time to do this. I know you got a lot going on, and it's a weekend. People want to try to power down a little bit and get some rest. But it sounds like y'all got a lot of stuff to sew, so you might need to get busy.
Yeah, because the website says all of them are sold out.
Get back to work.
You need some elves to come in at night and take care of that for you.
That's right.
But that's cool. And so thanks for doing this. Anything we can do to help spread the word, or anything you got that you want us to post or whatever, just let us know. When you put out the Mother's Day thing, shoot us a note. Okay. We'll make sure that we share that as well.
Oh, I'll find it.
Yeah, Melissa will probably find it.
Awesome.
Great.
All righty. Well, thanks for talking to us again. Holler at us next time you got something going on. We'll make sure that we're there to say hello. We still hadn't met in person. That's still on my goal. Lord willing, there's going to be a lot of people meeting in person. Yeah. Hopefully soon.
Yes.
So
all of us extroverts are going to be hugging a whole lot of introverts. I'm sorry.
Oh, well.
I know.
Well, thank you very much. So, for Catherine and for Matt, this is Kevin and Melissa saying thanks for listening to Beyond the Riverwalk. Go out and visit BarbacoApparel online. Get something fun, brighten your day, and support a local small business. And we'll see you around the Alamo City, hopefully real soon.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Beyond the Riverwalk. Send your comments, questions, and suggestions to podcast@beyondriverwalk.com. As always, subscriptions to our show are free and available wherever you find podcasts, as well as on our website. Join us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more conversations about our community.